Slack added cursor. That's not slacking off. What's next? TurboTax? I envision a world where you're going to find me in a Second Life server with 0 players, just sitting in the corner because every goddamn app on the computer can do everything. Even the freaking Notepad app has an AI chatbot. I just want to not do that. I want to not be able to do things. There's something nice about opening an app and all it does is that thing that you opened it for. And don't kid yourself. This is going to introduce the PM developer dilemma. Now that PMs have it at their fingertips, they can just send off some PRs. The biggest blocker for a PM prior to Slack having cursor was how to install Visual Studio Code and actually save a file. It's over. It's over now. They might even send some emojis while they do it, right? Soften the blow. I think Xbox tried this. They had that everything is an Xbox. I feel like they went in the wrong direction. I think they should have went with Xbox is everything. You know, Xbox humidifier, Xbox toaster, right? They could have went that direction, but I think they fumbled the bag a bit. But so now we have Slack kind of approaching it from that angle. And so AI does this, right? It enables this broad reach through tool calls. And, you know, this isn't tech specific. I think McDonald's tried this with their healthy food. But come on, dude. None of us is going to McDonald's for healthy food, right? We want the dirty, greasy chicken nugs, right? I want the greasiest, highest calorie food you can get me. I want that shit fried to the bone. But, you know, they got to try to capture the market. They do that. Everyone does this, right? All these companies do this. And I hate it because it's no secret, right? The more we keep you on the app, the better. If we can keep you in our app your entire existence to where all you're doing is eating and shitting outside of our app, we're happy, right? We can feed you more ads. We can get you to buy things. And so in a way, this is kind of like a rug pull for them, right? If we can get you, drop my mic. If we can get you hooked on the Cursor app, man, you're going to be paying that damn monthly subscription. They don't want you to Alt-tab into the IDE. Let's give you a reason to stay. Visioning a world where we're just glued to our armchairs and we don't even need a mouse, right? We just log into our computer, up comes Slack, and we just have everything there. Companies do this all the time. They think, oh, well, you know, we could try this out, right? If we were able to do this here, certainly we can do this over here, right? That's how that works? No. I'd rather just Alt-tab. Meta's been trying to do that, right? With the stupid threads. When you think of a low-key social communication, are you thinking of Meta? No. The brand doesn't fit there. It just doesn't. Right? Imagine if Marlboro came out with a microwavable chicken dinner. Like, just picture that. It might be the most banger chicken dinner you ever had. You might be salivating. It doesn't matter. It's Marlboro. Same goes for Slack. I think we're going to start seeing a trend of third spaces in software. We're going to start seeing it in our devices where it's like, dude, I just want a different app. I just want to look at a different UI. I'm tired of looking at the purple Slack. I want to have a different colorway somewhere. It doesn't even need to be a better product.
Ugh, blue sky.
It just needs to exist. If you're a startup founder right now, or you're thinking about an idea, you need to realize that. Sometimes people just want a fresh face. They don't care. They just want somewhere else to freaking go. And so there's always a desire for like an alternative, right? And I think we're going to see that, but on a different level, right? When I'm saying third space, I'm thinking, dude, we are going out of our way just so we can feel we're somewhere else for a bit. Right, just the desire to escape program hell, aka Slack, just so we can have some freaking breeze on the other side of the pond. Right, I miss the days when I would open Notepad and all it was a fucking notepad. Now I know I'm being a bit of a doomer here. This can work. It has worked. YouTube, for instance, added YouTube Music. Personally, I use it all the time. I love it. However, it's not the same as this case with Slack. With that, it's like, okay, Billy is a baseball player and now he wants to play softball. Slack, it's like Billy is a freaking race car driver and now all of a sudden he wants to be an astronaut. It doesn't track. You can't do that. And so I think if you're already in the space, it kind of is okay, right? You can add some additional features, but I don't need my media app to also do freaking text article app or TurboTax app or whatever. Right, we're all joking around right now, but there's hidden costs here because anytime you allocate resources to a new idea or a new project, you're taking away from somewhere else in some way, right? Nobody just works on one thing at a company. They're typically working on multiple projects. And so some poor engineer now has to validate Cursor for fucking Slack, and they have to make sure that's airtight, right? You can't risk interactions with Cursor translating to pushing the main without approval or, you know, bad code being pushed into branches, right? You need to have some safety guards there. And so every feature you add is adding on to the potential of technical debt and reducing the scope that you can manage across the teams. I kind of miss the era of this app does this thing And that's what it's for. And if you don't want to do that thing, you go to a different app.